Hey friends, I'm Selena Samuela. I am here in the Food52 kitchen, and today we are going to make frittata muffins. For those of you who are on the go, or maybe those of you who are really into fitness, I'm a fitness trainer. This is an excellent way to get your day started. After you've meal prepped this with milk, you're gonna end up with 4 B vitamins, which are called the energy vitamins, that are the vitamins that help convert food into energy. So we're gonna start off by sauteing our veggies, a little bit of avocado oil. So I'm using broccoli, onions, and tomatoes because that's what I like and that's what my family really likes to eat, but you can use any veggies, so bell peppers, mushrooms, whatever you dig. I'm gonna start off with the broccoli because broccoli takes a little bit longer to cook. You can add the onions in for flavor before you throw the tomatoes in. I also really like to add salt and pepper to my veggies. You wanna cook the veggies until they get to a point where they'll be fairly soft when you bite into them. Personally, I don't think it's really nice to bite into a muffin and end up with a raw piece of broccoli. So I love making this dish because this actually holds really well in the fridge. It's a great dish for meal prepping. Okay, so now we're going to add the tomatoes. It's starting to smell so good. At this point, I just kind of like to lightly toss them side to side so that they're not just sitting in one spot. It helps to avoid burning. As far as the color, you want to see them lightly browned or caramelized, both on the onions. The onions are where it's easiest to tell, but you could also, you'll also start to see that happening in the broccoli. And that's why we add the tomatoes a little bit later, because if we add the tomatoes in the very beginning, they'll be totally falling apart at this point. All right. Beautiful. So now that those are cooked, we're gonna turn off our stove. We're gonna set these aside and we're gonna work on our batter. All right, let's get to it. So we're gonna start cracking our eggs now. And we're going to add our real milk. So cooking with milk is very familiar for me. I grew up in Italy on a farm in the Veneto region, and we cook a lot of different dishes with milk. Tiramisu being our most favorite and sought after. So cooking with milk is just an easy way to get that extra source of protein and healthy fats. So if you've ever had tiramisu, you'll know that one of the best parts of having tiramisu is how creamy and delicious that texture is. Cooking with milk. You're not gonna get the same texture as a tiramisu with this frittata, but you are gonna have that delicious, decadent, creamy flavor that you get when you cook with milk. Okay, so we added salt, pepper. I also like to add a little garlic powder. If you have extra time and you wanna cook with garlic, you can cook the garlic in with your veggies. But this is just kind of a quick way to go, especially if you're someone like me who's always on the go. Maybe you're training for your marathon, you've got a big workout coming up. Just throw the garlic powder in, it'll taste delicious. All right, so once your batter is finished, you add the veggies to the batter. Oh, those look beautiful. They smell so good. Give it another extra little mix there, why not? Let's prepare a muffin pan. Again, I like to use avocado oil here. We just wanna make sure that the eggs don't stick to the side of the pans. So we wanna oil them properly. You're welcome to use olive oil or coconut oil, whatever oil you prefer. All right, this is the exciting part. I'm using a measuring cup to help pour out our mixture into our muffin pan. I like doing it this way too because it kind of helps you even everything out. We're gonna fill them up 3/4 of the way. So that's why I like to start with maybe filling them up about halfway, and then you kind of go around at the end and fill whatever is missing. I'm gonna add the cheese now, but you can do this one of two ways. You could do this at the end like I'm doing it and sprinkle it in on top, or you can add it to the batter, totally your choice. This way it kind of gets that cheesy, crunchy top. The other way has it more mixed into the muffin. All right. Wow, that looks so pretty. So these are ready to go in the oven. We're gonna throw them in the oven. The oven's been preheated at 375. We're gonna throw them in there anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. Everyone's oven is different, so just make sure you keep your eye on the muffins, and you want them to be kind of golden brown at the top. And of course, if you throw the cheese on at the top, that's gonna be an easy indicator. So I just took these muffins out of the oven, and I'm so excited to try one. I love this recipe because as a fitness trainer, we know that leaning into having meals first thing in the morning that are high in fats, high in protein are key for helping you not have that blood sugar spike and not getting those energy crashes. And that's why this recipe is great, because it uses milk, which is a complete protein that has the essential amino acids or building blocks our bodies need, which is not something that you would find in plant-based protein. These are so good. And don't forget, these keep really well, so they're great for meal prep. You can keep them in your fridge for up to a week. Check out my recipe on food52.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.